It doesn't mean that
Right.
you can then do a new functional thing. I think, but now that you're experiencing that improvement, this is exactly what we had individuals see on these clinical trials, right? Like they were able to do things they couldn't do before.
Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Nick Halsey with Motus Nova. I'm a licensed neurophysical therapist and neuroscientist helping brain injury survivors understand how to make functional gains after their injury. I hope this video helps you in your recovery.
Let me give you a little history. I'll try to do it quickly. I had a stroke 4 years ago, almost exactly. Of course, I was paralyzed on my left side. So I've done some therapy from time to time, but I still couldn't do anything with my left hand. And so I had a real breakthrough Saturday.
Okay.
And so when I was trying to pull up my pants, or some would say trousers, whichever, I've been doing it with just my right hand, and that's kind of awkward and slow and not very effective. And so I reached down with my left hand, almost not thinking about it, and grabbed a hold because I relaxed my fingers and I could do it. I grabbed a hold of my pants and helped pull them up, and then hold them. I really undid them and where I could hold it better, and then held it where I could button them. And now that may not sound like much, but that's a big deal for me. And so I've had one or two other instances of progress. And the question is, where do I go from here?
Sure. Well, Dale, I think that's incredible. I've been doing this a long time, and I think it is what you just described is non-trivial. That is a big step. Being able to do something that you couldn't do before with your left hand. I think I hope you recognize the level of importance of the thing you just described. I think it's a big moment.
Hey, if you're finding this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe to help other brain injury survivors learn how Motus Nova is changing neuro-rehab.
I think I hope you recognize the level of importance of the thing you just described. I think it's a big moment. So
It's a big deal.
yeah, and so people who don't have experience, I know all of us here have experience with neurologic injuries, and so we can all appreciate that these activities they live in, so many people who don't have a neurologic injury or have experience with it don't appreciate that being able to, do donning of your clothes, the sort of what that can do for you in terms of giving you quality of life, being able to help hopefully, toilet for yourself, right? Do these sorts of personal tasks. It's incredibly important.
Yeah.
So I first thank you for sharing that, and I'm so glad that you're experiencing those improvements. And I think it's important that you're using both hands, right? We talked about this with Heidi, right? Now that you're doing both tasks. You're using your tasks in daily life, which is exactly what we're hoping for. This is wonderful. Now, Dale, if you wouldn't mind, tell me a little bit about how have you been using the Motus hand? Tell me about how long you've been using it.
Well, I've been using it an hour a day.
Okay.
And I was gone for about a week visiting family out in Texas, and couldn't do it. But other than that, for now it's been a little over a month. I've been doing an hour a day, pretty regularly. Every day. And so I couldn't see much progress. And when I first signed up to talk over with you, I thought, well, it's I don't know whether it's doing any good. And all of a sudden, I had a huge breakthrough. So it's doing good, I'm sure.
Sure. And Dale, I think this is one of those important moments too, right? Like we were talking, I was going through your data before we came on here to talk about it. I think it's one of these things that you can see improvements, right? But it's so hard to recognize it because maybe it doesn't mean that you can do a new task, right? It doesn't mean that you can then do a new functional thing. I think, but now that you're experiencing that improvement, it's exactly what we had individuals see on these clinical trials, right? Like they were able to do things they couldn't do before, right? And actually, I wasn't, pulling up your trousers. It was things like folding towels and these sort of tasks. But I think it's incredible that you're experiencing that. So you say you're using it about an hour a day, and you've been really, really dedicated to it. I think that's really important. How long have you been using the Motus hand?
Well, it's just been a month, a little over a month, slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video. If you have questions or would like to speak with me about how you can make functional gains from home, call or text me at 404-939-3476 or visit motusnova.com/contact.